And placing the last block. Yes, this build is finally done. After who knows how many months has it been? Like 2, 3, something like that. I don't know. I've lost track. But behold the glory of the Nether Kingdom. Everyone else on the server told me that I was absolutely insane for choosing this block palette in this build. And you know what? Well, they may have had a bit of a point. Why did I choose netherrack and nether bricks? I have spent days AFKing right here waiting for this farm to grow, and it took like 8 of us a month and a half to mine out this nether fortress for all the nether bricks. Each one of these lava sources had to be placed down manually. Look at this craziness. That's nearly 9,000 buckets of lava. They were definitely right. I'm a bit of a madman for choosing this project. But at the same time, I do not regret it in the slightest. Now, I know I haven't been around a lot on the YouTube side, and neither is Artemis, so there's a little bit of a deficit of Nether Kingdom content. So I want to walk you through the kingdom today as it is, because I don't know how much longer we'll be able to do that for. If we look around, things are starting to get a little funky on the server. And I'm no expert, but I don't think the sky's supposed to be doing that. So let me show you around while it's still possible. Now, I think the best place to start is right at the beginning, coming across this giant bridge that Anathra, Acorn, and I made very early on in the season to the eye and connecting our two kingdoms as well, making up Spruce Room. Of course, we made that name back when I was still calling it the Mushroom Kingdom rather than the Nether Kingdom. We've kind of flip-flopped back and forth throughout the season, the High Mushroom. He's partially to blame. But yeah, this is where the Nether/Mushroom Kingdom began. This is the island that Artemis and I spawned on day 1. Actually, that nether portal right there is the ruined portal that we found as well, so that was very close to our island. But moving on from there, going across this bridge, which has evolved quite a bit, and so has the island on the other end. This used to be our mob farm early on in the season, but it has now turned into the central hub for our kingdom, with our nether portal dead smack in the middle of the island. We also have these awesome custom trees that we designed on stream together, all over the island, up there, over there, all around this island, and we continued on with this ribcage design that Artemis made for the cave over there. Now, heading into the mountain here, you can kind of see where I ran out of time to work on the build. Yep, this mountain has no back. We're just going to continue looking at it from the front and the sides that it looks finished. But I did make this big staircase going throughout the entire mountain so that we can get to different peaks. And if we follow this one up here, this actually connects up to the terrain that goes over to our castle island here. So if you look here, you can kind of see where I've made it a nether waste connecting up to more Crimson Land over here. Yeah, you can kind of see the unfinished area up here too, but what are you going to do? I wanted to make my kingdom as walkable as possible, so I have paths going to most areas in the base. I say most because there are a few that are still disconnected. But if we head over to the other side of the staircase there and head up to the very top, you'll notice that the castle is not one of the areas of the base that is disconnected. We have this cool nether bridge leading across from my main island into the castle. Now, unfortunately, a good portion of the castle is empty. It's just so big, it was not feasible for me to fill it all in the time that I had left. But if we head over to the central tower here, we do have some stuff going on here. This is our throne room. I would have loved to have done more with this area, but the important thing is that Artemis and I have our thrones looking over the people of Skyblock Kingdoms. And I do mean that quite literally, because one of the tallest builds in Skyblock Kingdoms is Spruce Mountain over there. The top of Spruce Mountain is roughly at the same point as the throne room. There are definitely areas that are taller, some places in jungle, and definitely the ant farm, but for the most part, we have a pretty good vantage point. And heading over to the side tower here, we did manage to move most of our farms inside here. So we've got our tree farm inside this tower, as well as if we head over here, we have our mushroom farm and our storage for our tree farm. This has been a big pain point for me this season because you know how much of a royal pain nether trees are. The leaves don't disappear and you don't get saplings. I had to make farms in order to take care of all that stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had much or any wood this season. but we survived and we did pretty well for ourselves. Now, the last place that I have to show you in the castle is right here. This is our storage room, which, well, you know what? You guys are going to be really proud of me for this one. It's organized, believe it or not. And it's not just randomly labeled to make it look organized. It actually is organized. But if you listen closely, you may hear some concerning noises as well. Because atop our central spire here is an old friend of ours. Where is he? There he is. He's not looking so great. Like I said, things are a little funky on the server at the moment. But there is Woovid. I'm not going to get close enough to see the name tag, but we'll use free cam to do it. Yep, see, that is our good friend Woovid here. He's been relocated to the top of the tower here because you guys donated a ton of money during Extra Life, so I had to adopt this guy here. Despite having gotten rid of him twice from my kingdom, he's back to stay. Anywho, flying down from the top of here is really cool, but we do have a little bit more on this island to take a look at. Like I said, I wanted to make it as walkable as possible. This is one of the areas that's not as walkable, but I'll leave my elytra at the front gate there for you guys when the world download comes out. That way it's a little easier for you to get around. If you come down this path here, you can get to the bottom layer of this island where I lived for the majority of the season, actually. I usually got down here with a water stream, but, I mean, doesn't really fit in the Nether Kingdom very well. I've almost cleared this area out here, and I have added a staircase at the back here. I'm going to try and move these last two farms before the world download. But, yeah, if you come down here, this is where all the nether wart came from for the castle build. And if you come over here, this isn't super pretty, but technically it's walkable. You can come down these water streams here that I was just ragging on because they're not very nethery, and come down through the center of the island to the bridge leading over to our slime farm. This was never actually intended to be a slime farm. I was just building an island down here because I thought it looked cool, and it happened to be in a slime chunk and low enough to spawn these guys. So yeah, we wound up having a good amount of slime this season despite not having any redstone, so that was pretty cool. And I do believe that is the full Nether Kingdom. I've spent more time like this than I'd like to admit. Doesn't even really faze me at this point, but look at how cool this area looks at night. I love how it lights up with all the lava. I may have hated it while I was doing it because it was such a tedious process, but the payoff was well worth it. Now, we got a little bit of business to take care of over in the shopping district. We have a nice little Skyblock Kingdoms museum over here, and I have a few things that I'd like to put in it. I've actually already made my exhibit upstairs, but let's take a quick look at what is around here. We got all the members of Skyblock Kingdoms here organized by kingdom, and I actually have a book to put in front of myself. I'll let you guys read that in the world download. Then of course we've got the Deadbush Kingdom over here and all of our Extra Life helpers. Milkman Spot from the Bamboo Kingdom. Oh man, seeing all these things, it's a walk down memory lane. Oh yeah, the thing that started our war. The Dragon Egg. We defeated the dragon so long ago. The art gallery that Milkman made. Ah yes, the building blocks of life. There's our peace treaty with the Birch Kingdom. Yep, I basically just tossed a random piece of garbage that I had in my inventory at Milkman and said, we're at peace, right? I mean, it worked, so, you know, whatever. And then coming over here, we have our exhibit, which I would like to place the derp head in, and up top here, in honor of Artemis, mushroom spice latte from Shroombucks. Let's close this up, and our museum exhibit is finished. There really is a lot to be proud of here in Skyblock Kingdoms. We've built some amazing stuff over the course of, what is it, 9 months, 10 months, something like that. It's really fun to stroll down memory lane. Also, what is going on with this giant birch tree? This is crazy. Let me guess. Yep, it goes all the way back to the Birch Kingdom. This is where it originates, Lil Birchy. Just some typical Birch Kingdom nonsense, you know? Now, I mentioned that we raised a whole bunch of money for Extra Life last year in November, and that's why we adopted Woovid. And during the Extra Life stream, we were working on this island right here. And it has really come together. All of the kingdoms have built their own embassy on this island, including myself, a little version of our Nether castle. But yeah, we all came together and built on this island during Extra Life, and we raised over $3,000 for sick kids hospitals. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who participated in the event and donated to Extra Life. It goes a long way towards helping those kids in those terrible situations. So once again, thank you. But yeah, this is the last area that we have to show in the Extra Life United Nations island. Yes, that is what it's called. And this is the throne room. We have a throne for every kingdom. I think, yeah, there's just one that didn't get around to making it, bamboo. But that's okay. If you guys have watched Meg's video already, you understand why he didn't have time to work over here. But I'm going to go put some finishing touches on my base here. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to run a few screenshots that I found in my screenshot folder that really showcase how goofy and fun Skyblock Kingdoms really is. It also serves as a little trip down memory lane too, because we get to see the different stages of our island coming together. I'd also like to take a moment to address something with the Extra Life Island. I did mention that I was going to be building monuments for the different donors on the island. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to doing that. I just simply didn't have the time. But we're going to do that on our viewer server now. I've dedicated a very large area to doing that. And if you want to hop on and check it out, you're more than welcome to. The link will be in the description. Alright, quite a bit of time has passed, but I've been pretty busy over the last week or so. Sorry about that. But let's get back to some building. Oh, this can't be... What? Oh, no. What is this? Looks like someone portal gunned the moon. I don't even know what to think. I got a ping from Avid saying check my mailbox a couple days ago, but yeah, the world is ending. Come to the Void Cathedral. I guess this is what happens when you leave people on red for too long. I guess we'll go over to the Void Cathedral and see what's going on. Oh my, these blocks are falling at a much faster rate now. Oh, look at the shopping district. This is absolute bedlam. I don't even think I can get into the Void Cathedral. I've got to break my way in. Hello? Hello? Anyone? There's nobody here. Maybe let's head over to... Oh, it's getting even worse. Let's head over to Jungle and see if Avid's there. Hello? Avid? Duvid? Hello? Marm, I think the Void's angry. Marm? Hello? Milkman? Fool? Anybody? Hello? I think we may have missed the arc, so to speak. Alright, let's head on home. Oh, I guess I should have checked the other message I had in my inbox. Run, Elfie. Run. That's not concerning at all. Oh, the blocks are crushing my mushrooms. No! Okay, I think I need to sleep on this and figure out a solution to this problem. Well, I've thought on it, and I've only come to one conclusion. I don't know if it's a good one, but it's all I've got. I seem to be the last person here on Skyblock Kingdoms, and things are not getting better. They are only getting worse. See, look, they're falling in threes now. This is absolute chaos. So I've got to make a run for it like the last message said. I don't know who left it, but it's all I've got. So I guess we'll fly off into the distance and just hope for the best. Well, wish me luck. Of the abyss around, it's a vacuous symphony of sound, and
then there's that call.